All right. Hello, friends. Welcome to Crypto Bulls Club. My name is Soham, and this is your daily Bitcoin news update. Right, guys. So a new week has started for Bitcoin and the complete crypto space. And in today's video, we are going to analyze a few of the indicators, mostly the RSI, the moving averages, and a few others which we regularly follow. And we are going to take some questions as well. So if you guys can hear me, if you guys can see my screen properly, let me know by commenting below very quickly, and we will get started, right? So are you guys able to are you guys able to hear me clearly? Absolutely. Thank you, Aditya Singh Thakur. Thank you, and welcome to today's stream. And so, guys, let's start off with the total market cap. At this point of time, the total market cap is at 1.81 trillion. More or less, it's kind of stagnant, 0.2% down. Bitcoin currently is nearing the $38,000 mark, and over the last 24 hours it's about pretty much the constant as well. As of now, in the early hours of today, it actually went down to about 36,600, approximately 36,650 to be precise. And Ethereum is also up about 0.3%, not too much of a movement from yesterday, right? If I have to talk about the last 24 hours, not too much of movement in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB, the top three crypto tokens. If I have to talk about the top gainers of the day, then our top gainer is Airwave, which is up about 10%, Nexo up about 10.5%, Decentraland is up about 7%. That's good. Theta Fuel is continuing its rise to the upside, up about 6.5%. Maker is also up about 6.5%. Uniswap is up about 5.5%. SNX is also continuously going up. In the last week or so, it has gone up by more than 43%. Okay, if I have to talk about the top losers for the day, then Waves is down more than 5.5%, Pocket Network down about 5.5%, Monero down about 5.6%, Axie Infinity down about 3.5% as well. So, guys, and the week has started, and there are a few indicators that we need to track. Also, make sure you share your questions along with us, so that at the end we'll take the questions as well. Okay, so let's take a quick look. Right here, what we can see is everyone is talking about this pattern. Some are calling this the McDonald's pattern, but yeah, basically we can see this clearly, right? This is a M pattern, double top pattern on the weekly, very bearish to be precise. Okay, if I have to talk about today itself, then we made a low of $36,651, but we saw a movement to the upside. So that is a good thing that we are seeing. That means there is a little bit of buying pressure coming in at this point of time. If I could talk about the moving averages first, then we are below the 50-week quite comprehensively. Actually, we are below it by about, so we need to go up by approximately 25-26% to reach the 50 weeks. So we are that much down right now. And the 100 week is also nearing. The 100 week is currently at about approximately $32,000, 31,968, and this is going up. And the 50-week is coming down, and so is the 20-week, right, guys? So this is important to understand. Now, the important and the most important indicator is the RSI. Like I have told you multiple number of times, the RSI is the indicator that you need to watch out for. On the RSI, what we can see right here is that we actually found a little bit of support right here. Okay, we made this bottom of about 37, right? We made this bottom of about 37 couple of weeks back. Then we are moving to the upside. What I am expecting possibly is probably we can form a double bottom right here. Okay, it could be the second bottom could be lower than the previous one, like how we saw right here back in June, July. Okay, but even if we are not going lower, or even if we form a higher low here and we go to the upside, that would be a bullish change over, right? That's important. And also what is important to note is we will actually analyze the Heiken Ashi candles, right guys? So for people who are new to this stream, the Heiken Ashi candles actually tells us about the trend. It helps us to analyze the trend in a much easier way, right? If you can see this clearly, there is no noise whatsoever. You know, for from 15th of November onwards, we are in a clear downtrend. That's what the Heiken Ashi candles are telling us. If you go to the normal candles, you will see a few green wicks, a few red wicks in middle as well. That's why I strongly recommend, if you want to analyze the patterns, then go for the Heiken-Ashi candles, right? The Heiken-Ashi candles will actually help you in understanding the trends. Okay, so this is extremely important. Now, with the Heiken-Ashi candle, what is one sign of a trend reversal? What is one sign of a trend reversal? That one of the signs for a trend reversal is basically that, you know, there would be an upper wick, right? When we are in a downtrend and we want a trend to change, then before that we want an upper wick for this, for a candle, right? Back on December 27, the week of December 27, we got up upper wick right here. We could have, you know, actually, you know, possibly we expected that there might be some kind of a trend change on the cards, but it did not happen and we continued down. And for the past 4 to 5 weeks, we haven't got any upper wick whatsoever, right? So this is a clear indication that as of now, as of this moment, there is no sign of trend reversal on the weekly time frame, right guys? And how do we know that the upper wick is important? Look at the left of the chart. Each time there was a change from red to green, right? This week it was in 19th of July, we had a long upper wick and then we moved sideways. The reason why we predicted that this could actually this candle right here could actually, you know, mean that an trend reversal might be on the cards was simply because based on this particular candle that we saw in July 21st. It had the upper wick. This also had a long upper wick. So we expected this to move to the upside, like how it did in back in July. But this time around, it did not happen, and we continued our rally to the downside, right? So this is one example. Another example is this one right here. It had a long upper wick as well, and this one back. So this was only one candle, so not too much of a significance. If you look left on the charts, you will again see this particular candle right here. This candle right here had an upper wick, okay, and this candle here had an upper wick as well. So yeah, these upper wicks on the Heiken-Ashi candles are extremely important. And if you are, you know, if you are seeing these kind of upper wicks, that means a trend reversal might be on the cards, right? Might be on the card. It does not guarantee a trend reversal, but it tells us that it might be on the cards. As of now, since there is no upper wick whatsoever, since the 3rd of January, there is absolutely no chance of trend reversal on the weekly at this point of time on the immediate short term basis, right guys? And so this is a cheat code basically. If you want to analyze, you know, and find out whether a trend reversal might be on the cards, look out for a long upper wick, okay, on the weekly time frame, right? If you go to a 2 weeks time frame also, you will be able to see it in a much better way, right? 2 weeks candles generally do not, they have even lesser, you know, even lesser noise here. Okay, so this is extremely important to note. Now, if we go back to the normal candlesticks right here, and if we find out about what is the RSI telling us uh, on the daily time frame, right? What is it that it is telling us? Let's go to the daily time frame first, and let's find out the patterns, right? What I am seeing right here, guys, is basically, if you can see this clearly, this is a kind of a, again I will repeat myself, this is kind of a bear flag. Clear bear flag is getting formed. With my projection is that we might go to the lows of about $29,000, right? 29,500 approximately. So if you just draw this pat channel right here, this is a bear flag. and this is your flagpole. In order to measure the target, just point it right here. So currently, whenever it is breaking down from this pattern, depends on that time. But if you are breaking, let's say now a couple of days from now, then it could be well around 30,500, because this is a rising channel, right? So this means that we could see a dump to about $30,000 or so. That is something that is absolutely on the cards. And also, what I want to tell you right here is is basically these kind of rising patterns are not too healthy. Okay, even if not for the your uh, bear flag, but if you just generally take a look, whenever we are in a downtrend, these kind of patterns generally mean that the trend is going to continue and we can dump further to the downside, right guys? This is extremely critical to understand. And if I would talk about the moving averages on the daily time frame, well, we are below most of them. The one which will hold resistance for us is the 20-day, right? The 20-day is the yellow line that you saw see right here. We held it resistance here, back here, here it was support. Once we broke below it, we treated it as a resistance multiple number of times. Once, so just to highlight, once, then here we did not support. This is again twice, this is again thrice. Also here we moved above it for a short duration of time, but immediately fell below it, right? So this is another level that you should be looking out for as well, right guys? Now, if I would talk about on the Fibonacci levels, let's take a quick look on the Fibonacci right here. One of the important things that we see is that we have broken above a key Fibonacci level of 78.6%, which is the $37,000, approximately $37,050, right? So we have broken above it and we held it as a support here as well. You can see this. This is a good sign. We might see a movement towards the 61.8, which is the 40,264. But before that, we have the 20 day rather, which might act as a resistance and which might push the price to the downside. All right. Now, let's come to the RSI and let's see what the RSI is telling us on the daily time frame. So, as we have discussed multiple times, we are in this clear downtrend. If you can see this clearly, okay, we are in this clear downtrend, and yes, we are yet to break out of it. This is a downtrend that we are in. On the RSI, we are continuously making lower highs and lower lows as well, right? As you can see right here, we are making continuous lower lows, which is not a good sign. Okay, this is not a good sign. And the first step, as I mentioned earlier also, for the RSI is that we need to build a higher low first, then we can expect a move to the upside and break out of this pattern, right guys? And I strongly believe, if we just if we just draw this and extend this clearly, you will be able to see that it's not, we don't have much of a time before we break out, right? Break out or break down, either of the two, right? Because this channel right here, this is kind of a downward sloping channel, right? Which is good, because we will at any point of time we will break out of it, and once we break out of it, we will basically make new higher highs on the price as well. Okay, so that is also extremely critical. Now, if I were to talk about the stochastic RSI on the daily time frame, then the stochastic RSI is up. As you can see right here, it's overbought rather. Currently, it's at 95, so that's a good zone to be in. We create a beautiful double bottom right here. We are moving to the upside. Good things on the stochastic RSI as of now. Now, the important aspect to note is basically where are we on the Gaussian channel as well, right? Because these are some of the important levels that you need to understand. On the Gaussian channel, on the daily time frame, we are below the Gaussian channel, below by quite a distance. If you can see this clearly, right? The bottom half of the Gaussian channel is at 44,376. We are well below it. We are at 31,200 approximately. And if you look left on the charts, if you look left right here, what you can understand, what we can see right here is whenever we are buying below the Gaussian channel, it generally proves to be a good buying zone. Okay, if you look at from ever since 2017 or 2016, if you can see this clearly, we will test the Gaussian channel every now and then. Okay, and yeah, this is something that is expected from the Bitcoin price, and something that we should be, basically tracking closely. Okay, this is important to understand as well. Now if we go to the weekly, where are we on the weekly time frame? Right, on the weekly time frame, what we are seeing right here is that we fell below the median line of the Gaussian channel, is this middle line, which is currently coming at about $41,174. But yeah, we have closed 1 week below it, which generally means that we are treating this as a resistance. And to the downside, the support of the Gaussian channel is coming in at around $31,000. You can see this $31,040 right here. So this means that sooner than later we could actually test the bottom level of the Gaussian channel as well. Okay, so this is something that is important to understand. Now on this weekly, what is another important indicator? Another important indicator is the NVT. Now let us see what is the color of the NVT. As you know, the color is critical, because when we change from white to red, that is when we can expect a lot of momentum coming into the Bitcoin price, right? So keep a close eye on this. As of this moment, we are still continuing in white. Continuing in white is not a problem, guys, right? Continuation is not a challenge. But what I'm scared of, which hasn't happened yet, is basically when we converted from red to white. We converted from red to white in the week of 27th of December, and Bitcoin was at around, let's say, it was in the range of 45 to $52,000. Let's take the median value of $48,000, and every time, guys, we have changed from red to white, we have corrected by 50%, and that is still due. If we take a quick look on the price range right here, okay, we have till date, let's say, so we changed right here. If we measure it from, let's say, $48,000 for just the medium point, then we have, so far we have seen a pullback of only 28 or 30%, right? About 30%. And if you have to see a 50% pullback, we can expect the price to go to up 24 or $23,000. Okay, this is something that has happened in the past. Whether it will happen this time or not, only time can tell us. Okay, and now another important aspect is the historical volatility on the weekly time frame. The historical volatility right here is at 60, so we are well above 40, so no need to worry on that aspect as of now. Okay, guys, so this is something that I wanted to show you very clearly. And the volume on the weekly, it's not great. It's not great, to be honest. Last week was better than the previous few weeks, right? The week that we closed on Sunday, which it was actually better. It was the highest, the longest green candle in about since about July. That is a good thing, right? This is actually very good, guys. If you just take a look here, the kind of volume that we got right here, the volume was actually very decent right here. Okay, the volume was actually very decent. And if you just draw a straight horizontal line right here, you will be able to understand what I exactly mean. Just draw a straight horizontal line, and let me get rid of the moving average. Let me, okay, this should actually tell us. So the last time on the a green candle actually, so the last time a green candle actually reached these levels was okay, pardon me 1 second. So the last time was back in 26th of July, guys. Okay, back in 26th of July we saw these levels, and it was the beginning of an uptrend when Bitcoin went from the lows of about $35,000, we went to $69,000. Okay, so volume is something that is important to note, right? volume is extremely critical. And yeah, the weekly volume is extremely important as well, right? Whether we'll get much, bigger volume than this, that is yet to be seen. Okay, that is yet to be seen. All right, guys. So yeah, these are the few indicators that we wanted to discuss. If you have, okay, one more thing is the weekly EMA ribbon. Okay, this is also important. We are covering most of them, so let's cover this thing as well. Let's get the weekly EMA ribbon right here, guys. And so the weekly EMA ribbon right now, we are well below the EMA ribbon. We have closed 2 consecutive weeks now below the EMA ribbon. And yeah, possibly we could, there would be some resistance coming in at the bottom of the EMA ribbon, which is 43,163 as of this moment, right, guys? So that is something that you need to keep a note on. And last week was actually good because we went to the lows of about 32,000, 33,000 approximately, but we saw good buying pressure coming in. This is actually very good. Okay, and if I go to the monthly time frame, we have a monthly closure due in less than 7 hours from now. And on the monthly, this is like 3 months on a trot, like how we had 3 months on a trot back in May, June, July, rather April, May, and June. And this time it's November, December, January. And whether we'll be able to see that basically we are, uh, getting some pump from next month onwards still remains a question, right? Last time when there was 4 consecutive red months, right? 4 consecutive red months was back in 2018. Okay, August, September, October, November, December, January. So straight 6 months red candles we got, and Bitcoin bottomed out at about $3,000. Then we saw a pump after that for the next 4 months, and we went all the way to about 13,000, no, about $14,000 approximately. Then we saw this small consolidation, and then we straight went up. Whether February will also be red, if it is a red, it will be the first time since 2018 that we will be getting it, right? This is important. And let's take a quick look on the volume range, on the VPVR that is coming in. Okay, what is the volume that is coming in? Let's take a quick look here, and for that we'll go to the daily time frame first. Let's go there. And where is the maximum resistance coming in from the VPVR? Okay, so currently we are in a zone where there is some good volume. To be honest, this is good volume. But if we break below $30,000, that is where the volume absolutely dies down. Okay, this is where the volume absolutely dies down, guys. And yeah, not too much to speak about, to be honest, right here. Okay, if we see these ranges, to be honest, the range of about $31,000 is very critical. Okay, if we break below $31,000 and get a daily closure there, then expectation is that we might see further movement to the downside. Okay, this is absolutely critical for Bitcoin price. Okay, this is absolutely very important. And if I would talk about the 4 hourly time frame, if you guys want to take any positions, well, I took a short position, and I at around 37,600 I closed it luckily. On the 4 hourly, what we can see is this is actually, we have made higher lows. This is a good sign. And but we have to break this high. What was this high? This high was approximately about 38,931, which we printed on 26th of January. Whether we'll be able to break it or not still remains to be seen. And if we are able to break this, then this would be actually nice. If we take a look on the RSI on the shorter time frame, on the 4 hourly time frame, and yes, we have created a double bottom right here on the RSI, and we can expect some price action to the upside. Okay, so this is something that could be expected, right? And major volume resistance is coming in at around the $42,000. As you can see right here, there are so many support. Earlier it was a support, now it will turn into a resistance, right, guys? Absolutely critical, absolutely critical, these levels. And yes, basically 36 on the 4 hourly time frame. However, if we come below these levels of 32, 31,000, then it would be difficult for the Bitcoin price to again see higher ranges. Okay. All right, so these are the few things that I wanted to share. On every Monday, we will do these Bitcoin analysis, and we will keep you up to date of any other happenings as well, guys. Okay, so if you like this content, smash up the like button. Okay, smash up the like button. Can we get at least 15 likes? Okay, can we get at least 15 likes going right now? And if you like this analysis, if you like these live sessions, and let's get more and more people to tune in, guys. Okay, on the 4 hourly, stochastic RSI is looking good. Expect some kind of a pump for the Bitcoin price. Whether you should enter a long, personally I'm not entering any other to be honest, any other uh, leverage positions, right? This is also critical. Also, there has been a lot of speculation whether the crypto winter is here. So very soon our content will be prepared, a video will be made available about how the Bitcoin price has reacted every time there has been an increase or decrease in the Fed interest rates, or whether the crypto winter is really here or not. Okay. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. We'll take a few questions and then we'll wrap up for the day. Also, let me see where we are on the Bitcoin log growth curve on the monthly time frame. This is also important. Uh, Guys, there is no asset class which has risen like this for the past 10 years. It's like absolutely amazing, right? It's absolutely fantastic. It's absolutely amazing. For the Bitcoin log growth curves, let's take a quick look there. Let's see, let's zoom into a little bit. Okay. Okay, we found some support right here at the central line, but we are closing this week. I think we will close this week month rather. If we are closing this month around above 39,800, that will be good. That means we are bouncing off these levels that we bounced off, right? The top of this green zone is extremely important. Yes, Aditya Singh, please go ahead with your WZX question. If you want to know, what exactly do you want to know? Do you want to know how to convert alts into BTC, or what exactly it is? Let me open WZX for you guys. By the way, guys, use Vault as well, right? We made a short video on it, right? So use Vault, and yeah, you will gain interest on your crypto savings. That is a good time now, since there is not too much of an action going on. So this is something that you can actually uh, make use of. We made a video on there, and also if you do trading over there, you will get 10% of the fee back. So use our link given in the description below of the video we made about a couple of days back. If you go to our channel, you will find it. All right, guys, make sure you use that platform. That's a good platform. And Aditya, please go ahead with your question. What question you have about converting alts into BTC? Go ahead with your question. Aditya, what question do you have, brother? Well, let me just generally show you how you can convert alts into BTC. Right here, you have BTC. Let's say I want to convert FTT. Yes, of course, your comment is visible. Please go ahead with your question. Let me show you basically how you can convert your alts into BTC. Let's say, or BTC into alts. If you want to buy and sell into Bitcoin, how easily you can do that using WazirX. Okay, so basically here what we see is on the top we have selected BTC and we can select the pair, right? Whatever pair Mercedes supports. For example, I have selected FTT and BTC. Now let's say I want to sell my FTT into BTC and I can select stop limit or limit order. And what is the price that is going on currently? Around 11,000 Satoshis, right? Around 11,000 Satoshis is going on. That's the highest price that is going on. Just select here and just normal sell FTT. It will sell into Bitcoin. If you want to buy, again, then basically, Aditya, if you can, we can take this offline if you want, right? If we can take this offline, you can message me on my Telegram or on our community as well. So it would be beneficial for other members as well, right, guys? Right, Aditya, you can do that. Okay. If you want to buy any altcoin using Bitcoin, then of course it is the same process. Just select the price, whatever you want to, and how much FTT you want to buy. You can select that, or you can use like 25%, 50%, 75%, 100% of your BTC. Okay, so I got your question now. Finally, you have 0.5 BTC. I convert my alts by selling. Okay, the alt BTC pair and additional 0.1. So now, yes, of course, you can sell that. So Aditya's question is like he had some amount of Bitcoin, then he sold some other Bitcoin into some other alts into Bitcoin. That means he added to his Bitcoin position, and now can he convert the complete Bitcoin into INR? Yes, of course you can do it. That's simple. That is absolutely easy. Just select INR over here or USDT, whatever you want to select, BTC, and just sell. If you have BTC lying, you can just sell your BTC using the WazirX app directly. Okay, you can do that, Aditya. Does that answer your question? Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Okay, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. Stay blessed, stay happy. Keep the likes going on. Keep sharing our videos. Okay, keep sharing our videos because that will tell YouTube that the content that we are making and we are preparing is relevant for you guys. And also, don't forget to join our Telegram channel, which is given in the descriptions below, and it is absolutely free of cost. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay blessed, stay happy. Take very good care of yourself. Bye bye for now.